Hey gamers, get ready to dive into Weekly Recon's Games Explained. In this series, we're on a mission to break down the entire storyline of a game in around 3 minutes. Today, we're exploring Marvel's Spider-Man, the action-adventure game made by Insomniac Games. In Marvel's Spider-Man, the player steps into the shoes of Peter Parker, a 23-year-old college graduate and seasoned Spider-Man who's been protecting the city of New York for 8 years. After taking down the crime boss Wilson Fisk, a new gang is taking control of Fisk's territory. As Peter balances his roles as Spider-Man and the lab assistant to Dr. Octavius, he teams up with his ex-girlfriend Mary Jane Watson to investigate an underground gang called the Inner Demons and their interest in a dangerous substance called Devil's Breath. The story ramps up with a devastating attack at Mayor Osborn's re-election rally led by Martin Lee, also known as Mr. Negative, and the Inner Demons. Many attendees were killed, including Peter's friend Officer Davis, while his son Miles Morales survived. With the city plunging into turmoil, Mayor Osborn hires a mercenary Silver Sable to help restore order. Meanwhile, Peter's pursuit of Lee leads him to discover the origins of Devil's Breath, a bioweapon created by Oscorp that was originally intended to cure genetic diseases. As the story unfolds, Peter's relationship with Dr. Octavius deteriorates. Driven mad by his neural interface experiments, Dr. Octavius transforms into Doc Ock and forms the Sinister Six with Rhino, Scorpion, Vulture, Electro, and Mr. Negative. They wreak havoc on the city and release Devil's Breath in Times Square, infecting thousands of civilians, including Aunt May. As chaos ensues, Mary Jane and her investigative abilities uncover that the Devil's Breath was designed to cure Mayor Osborn's son, Harry, who is Peter and Mary Jane's best friend. She also discovers that Martin Lee was one of the original test subjects, which granted him his Mr. Negative powers and tragically led to the accidental death of his parents, which fueled a grudge against Osborn. Spider-Man fights to subdue the Sinister Six and defeats Mr. Negative in an effort to recover the antidote for Devil's Breath. A grueling showdown ensues between Spider-Man and Doc Ock atop Oscorp Tower, where Spider-Man emerges victorious and Octavius is taken into custody. Then, in a heart-wrenching decision, Peter uses the antidote to save the city instead of his dying Aunt May. The game ends with New York recovering and Peter rekindling his relationship with Mary Jane. We then get a glimpse of Miles Morales developing spider-like abilities after being bit by a spider that escaped Osborn's lab, and Peter revealing to Miles that he is in fact Spider-Man. And that's Marvel Spider-Man Explained. If you liked how we explained this game, please make sure to give us a like and subscription. If you have any suggestions on how we can make this a better series, let us know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to let us know which games you'd like to be explained in under 3 minutes.